Good afternoon. Especially warm welcome to subscribers and any members that may be out there now. Because that function has just been switched on. Good afternoon, welcome along to our bonus afternoon dog walk with the bigger gang, with the larger dogs. And typically, for those that are maybe a bit more familiar with me streaming in the morning, you'll potentially recognise Otis. He's got a ball in his mouth right now. He's not keen to join the rest of the squad because he is top dog with the ball. Hi, Frank. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. It's a bit windier this afternoon than it was this morning. We're just going to try out this afternoon slot a little bit just to see how things go. But welcome along. How are we all doing? I'll do a proper intro now that I know that we're up and running. We'll wait till we get going on to this next part of the path. Can often be horses down here. Let's see. It's the brambles, they're out there off the bush. Okay, anybody? Not many of them left now. Just these little fiddlers. Max, do you want one more? Max loves these also. You can go for it. No, you don't fancy it. Didn't fancy it. Didn't fancy it. All right, well, let's just get down here. See what's happening. Hopefully, everything's working the way it should. Stream quality is good, sounds good. It's a little bit windier, as I said, but fingers crossed everything is going to plan. And let's do the camera. Good morning, good afternoon, rather. Good afternoon. Welcome along to Crighton Pet Services virtual dog walk. I'm Stephen Crighton. Join me and my afternoon team that we don't often show on camera, partly because they require a bit more attention from me. They usually require both hands because we throw the ball around and we have a bit more fun, but also because they're a bit more vocal because of these things. Dante, suspect there's a horse out as well. His nose is really pitching off in that direction, is where they ride the horses. So we should be okay. Fingers crossed we don't bump into any of them. Welcome along. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Kathleen. How are we doing? Welcome. Yeah, rare afternoon live stream with the bigger team. It's nice to be able to do two. It's nice to have the battery power on my phone to be able to do two sessions. And I've got some great photos of the dogs already. So I was thinking, oh, well, why not? Why not give everyone a little bonus edition? In case you're wondering why I'm saying it's a bonus. So I'm a dog walker. I work in Edinburgh in Scotland. These are not my dogs. I'm being paid to look after them. My own dog is out there. So on his own. We'll show you him and the rest of the team as we go around. But the main thing I do is stream my morning session, which is just for the little guys. Otis is an honorary big dog today. He does half the week with the big team and half the week with the little guys because he's a tough little dog. And you can see that probably from the way that he's carrying the ball. And the rest of these labs in particular would all want it, but they daren't take it off him. Not one chance will they take it off him. He's too tough. He's too tough for that. He's too tough for that. Hey, sweetheart. I know. So it's nice to. Did you guys catch that? Did I spin the camera around quick enough? Don't you jump over the rest of the pack there? You're a donut. Yeah, so this is my own dog. Don't you sit nice? Sit there. Come on. Everyone see you. And come on, sit down. Oh, you're just being a pest. You're just being a pest. Hello, I see you. There we go. Good job. Good job. Good job. Well done, Finn. Good job. Bonus marks if you can identify the difference between Finn and Cardi as we go around. It's it's pretty excruciatingly difficult, especially in the photos at the end of the session, trying to make sure that we figure out who's who. They are facially, they are very, very similar. Most dogs, you can sort of tell them apart by some feature, but these guys are very, very similar, I have to say. So yeah, so welcome along. I don't know how long we'll be live for. We'll do a little bit. It's nice to show the owners exactly how well their doggies are behaving, and what better way to do it than in the live environment. And that was always the kind of the aim of the channel. And then we started to grow arms and legs in relation to how far the channel was reaching. And it's just lovely to share my passion and my work with you guys. So it's a good pups. Good pups. They're quite well behaved just now. The bigger team, the afternoon team, are usually a bit more vocal than the morning squad. Usually because we have some kind of something in play, which is the ball, the orange ball, as you can see. Finn has it just now, and he is not letting go of that. He is not giving it up for love nor money. I know, bad. Hey, your ball, and no one else is getting it. But yeah, so we've already done a good sort of hour session, and we're kind of winding down. So the sting has been taken out of their tail a little bit, which might help with the volume of the engagement, the barking, and there's a bit of barking for attention with these bigger guys. But to be fair, it's all brought on by me. It's nothing to do with them. So welcome along if you're new here. Hi again, Rafe. The chat is kicking off. What are we saying? Frank is here. Kathleen is here. We're having a cheeky wee look at what stuff. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. Dotty, come. Good boy. Just a minute coming down there. We're just not getting our way. Easier for us to move than it is for her to scramble out the way of 8 dogs. And it's great practice for them just to keep it. Up we go. Go on. Good puppies. Good pups. So I did get the feeling she might have wanted a bit of conflict. You know, that way you can just tell someone wants a fight. Never mind. Anyway, right, let's carry on with the chat. Has Cardi got a slight limp? No, he's got a significant limp. This is Cardi. Cardi has had 3 operations on his back leg. So he doesn't use it. This one here, he rarely uses it. They'd been better off taking it off from that tunnel. But he's still, well, you can see that he's using it just now when we're trotting. But in running and things like that, he doesn't use it at all. So he's a 3-legged dog at heart, which is quite fascinating. Although you're just walking on all 4 just now, buddy. I know you hear your name. You're walking to attention. You're walking very firm. Josephina, is it? Says hi. Rafe is here again. Janet says hi. How are we? How are we? Welcome on, folks. So, like I do with the morning squad, for every 10 likes the live stream gets, we'll give these guys a little training biscuit just to keep them engaged and for being great film stars. And we'll do the same for the bigger guys as well. We've hit 10 likes. The team know that I'm going into the back pocket here. And they can all have a biscuit. Cardi, you fancy one? Some of them won't take because they're obsessed with this ball. Don't want fun? No, you don't want it. Don't want it. Oh, you got your nose in, Pablo. Good catch, Max. Good boy. Good boy, Rua. Good girl. Good girl. The labs are just a bit too focused on the ball right now, so I'll top these up, and they can get their biscuits when I drop them off when they're a little bit less uber focused. Maybe see Cardi. He's still using all 4 perfectly well there, but he doesn't favour that back left. So thank you. Sorry, I should say thanks to So you watching for the little training biscuit that the gang just got there just now. If we get into a bit of space where I know that we definitely have some space, it's hard to tell just now. The landscape's a bit rolling, so it's hard to tell if people are over the other side, but there's a little bit up ahead that we might be able to. I'll just maybe take the ball and we'll do a little bit of retrieval work. How fast these guys are and how competitive they are with each other. At the moment, you would think that they were just the best of friends, but when that ball gets launched, wow, there's a different pack involved in front of us. It might be quite fascinating for you to see. I will give you a heads up when that's about to happen because you might want to just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. So we still just need to get a little bit of the landscape where we know that we're not going to be in anybody's way. So just be up ahead. Come on, Dante. Watch this. Oh, I thought he was going to hit it. He probably was going at a bit. He's ready to pounce on you. There we go. There we go. You're a mischievous little tour rag. Yes, isn't he? I know. He he would not tolerate that of any of the rest of the team, I have to say. I don't know why she's so patient with him, but she really is an angel. If you were joining my morning session, we spoke very briefly about the fact that it's always the females that have the most influence on the team. And in this squad, it's definitely rare. Although, Blossy, you do your part, Speed, don't you? No, no. You're such a beautiful pooch. No, you're such a beautiful poocher. You're so beautiful. Who else have we got with us today? We've got Pablo. We've got Otis, we've spoken about. We've got Max. Max is my longest running dog. He's the dog that I've had since basically day one of the business. So he's wrapped in cotton wool and protected very effectively by most of the team. Never mind me. He's probably apart from Otis, he's probably the smallest of the big team. And, but wow, what an engine he's got. What an engine this boy has. And him and I have walked probably the circumference of the earth together. I'm not even exaggerating with that. Maybe tonight I'll figure it out because I track all the walks that we do are tracked by GPS. So I'll maybe try and do a tally on the number of kilometers that we've done. What's the Earth? About 15,000 kilometers. What would that mean? Over 7 years. 2,500. Maybe. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It's hard to do the maths on the top of my head. But it won't be far away. Look at this idea. Donty, come on. Never mind bringing half a tree. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah. Thank you to everyone who's given us another like. We'll give them another little training biscuit in a second. I think we're going to be able to use this little bit of landscape here to do some work with the ball. So let's give them a little training treat first. Thank you for the 20 likes. So nice. Come on. Come on, Pat. Right, gentle. Thank you. Good blossom. Good job. Pablo. Good boy. Good boy, Max. Good boy. Good, Otis. Excuse me. Otis. You want one, Cardi? Tell me you got it, Cardi. Good boy. You want one, Finn? You want one? You want one? No, you just want the ball. You just want the ball. So thank you for that. Right, I'll come back to the chat in a second, I promise. I'm going to use this little perch that they're on just now. We'll get them running. You might want to just turn the volume down a little bit. They're going to start barking any second now. This is because of the competitiveness of them. Yeah. Well, it's quite the... You weren't meant to be barky there. Quick, find that. Thank you, Cardi. Thank you. That's the one that I'm stood on, buddy. You're not getting it. You're not getting it. Michael, I need to. These puppies. But yeah, that kind of barky, that level of competitiveness. We're right at the end of our session. At the beginning, it's like 10 times louder. It's 10 times more intense than that. So we have to make sure that when we do these activities, that we're not disrupting anyone on the landscape, anyone who might be doing something that might require a bit of peace and quiet. So we've got a relatively open space here, and we're quite happy. And there's a couple of them with a you just dropped that right under my foot, old bean. You did. You did. Go find it. Go find it. And he did find it. Good boy, Finn. Good boy. Good girl. Good girl. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I know. Take your breath. Catch your breath. Well done, Puppets. Well done. Now, let me come back to the comments. Where did we leave off? Rick joined us. Janet and said hi to hello again, Janet. David says hi. Hello, Sheila. Hey, I thought you missed you today. You probably did, but we're back. It's bonus time. So welcome along, Sheila. Barbara, which pet services do you offer? I'll give you one clue. It's got 3 letters. Begins in D. We look after dogs. We mainly look after dogs. Barbara, are you looking for something more specific? If you are, absolutely feel free to give the business a little shout, and we'll see if we can help you. It depends on where you are. We're obviously based in Edinburgh. So all my details are on the business. All the details for the business are on the channels page. So you can scroll up, and if you down here somewhere, you'll be able to like flick up and it'll say like visit channel or something like that. Or maybe it's up here and 3 dots up here. I forget. There's someone will be able to tell us in the chat. So by all means, sit there. Where's your accent from? Beautiful scenery. Well, I don't know about the accent, but we're in Edinburgh. So I'm thinking maybe it's an Edinburgh accent. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Kathy, let's get your. Did you get your biscuits, buddy? Did you get your biscuits? Yes, you did. Otis made way for Kathleen's pup earlier in the week. Yesterday it wasn't it? So Otis came out on on another session with the bigger guys, and as a result of that, Nell got an extra session with us, buddy, didn't she? I know, we've got extra space now. Very sadly. I know, we might not talk about that on the stream, but it was very good of you to provide those biscuits, Kathleen, and the team have all had them. They've all they've all had a little snack or two, so which is good. Sheila's asking a great question. How do you trust them not to fight each other? And hey, Pablo, hey, bad. No, right. We'll keep walking and we'll talk. Sheila, honestly, that is a phenomenal question because dogs do tend to fight. And so there is a little bit of having to make it work and a little bit of trusting the dogs to make good decisions and a little bit of rewarding the good decisions that we see taking place. So I would say that in their heart of hearts, all dogs are lovely creatures, but some dogs are misunderstood. So if you've got a dog that is maybe a little bit aggressive or too aggressive for the team, there's a couple of things that can happen. Because these guys are already quite well integrated, when we introduce a new dog, if they become too aggressive, guess what happens? I'm kind of as if we were having a conversation, but they basically just get cast aside. So they don't get involved in any of the play. The other dogs don't trust them. And when there's no trust, they'll just completely isolate the other dog on its own. So you'll see here that these guys are very good at mixing around each other. They're good at being in each other's space. In fact, quite often they'll choose to be with their pal rather than sort of be on their own. So look at this. Otis and Luna both going for the ball in Cardi's mouth. So that doesn't come without trust. Cardi wouldn't tolerate that. He just wouldn't allow that if he didn't trust these two. And it's a bit of a game for Cardi. He's trying to fend them both off, but they're also. I'll just, if we can just zoom in a bit, you'll hear them go. Did you hear that there? You hear that? So that noise is like a sign that puppies develop. They understand that from being a puppy, that I'm not actually trying to hurt you. I'm trying to play with you. And so this is universal. Apparently it happens in wolves and all manner of different canines. We'll go outside. Here, you puppies. Well, if a dog it does come in and think, I know I can be the alpha here, I can take over this team. And it's just too aggressive, it'll just be completely cast to the side. It won't be invited to play, it won't be invited into the trust. And that dog's basically going to have two choices to make. Either it changes and it becomes less aggressive and less confrontational, or it remains as confrontational as it is. And peer pressure is an interesting thing. More often than not, the dog that comes in that's too aggressive will just mellow out. It isn't always the case, and I don't always get the luxury of affording a grumpy dog too much time because I am running a business. So we need to try and pick a good fit from the word go. But yeah, we've had occasions where very confrontational dogs spark off each other a little bit, and it sometimes needs to be managed. But the dogs are much better at doing that than I am. Much better at doing it than I am. That is a great question. I hope I answered it as thoroughly as I tried to. I know we got distracted a few things by them trying to take the ball off each other and things like that, but definitely we give the dogs a lot of freedom. They can do anything they want. I've basically in the last 5 minutes, I think I told them right this way when we ran up to where we are just now. Otherwise, they've kind of had free will. A great example of that is Otis and Blossom are just plonked down there in the long grass, and here they come. They've been rolling about with the ball, probably passing it back and forth between each other. So it's a great way for them to bond. I'm not going to interrupt that. I'm not going to get in the middle of that and try and change what they're doing. If they're having fun, all they're doing is just chilling out in the grass. And we're just walking along at a few strides every 30 seconds or so. So it's not like we're tearing away from them. So yeah, there we go. Let me catch up with what you're saying. Consistency. Yeah, that's a great way to put it as well. So we are quite consistent with certain things. Certain processes are very consistent. But the dogs are also very consistent with each other. And dogs are only really aggressive for a few reasons, to be honest. There's only really three main reasons that they are. One is they're in pain. One is they feel threatened. What's the other one again? I'm forgetting them. Pain, fear. Oh, goodness me. I've drawn a blank. Anyway, so there's very little chance that any of these guys are going to cause pain. And there's obviously very little in the way of fear around the team just now. So those things are at least as low on the volume scale as they could possibly be. And because of that, dogs realise, especially aggressive dogs, they realise quite quickly, I don't need to waste my energy trying to be aggressive here. I don't need to do that. And when we start to see glimmers of good behavior, that gets rewarded instantly. Instantly. Whether it be by a biscuit, touch, vocal, or even just with experiences. Like dogs can reward themselves essentially. Dante, come back here. Just a big dog down there that we haven't met before, so we're just going to give it a moment or two. Blossom! Oi! She's rolling at something. She's about to break. It's one of the few rules that we have. Huh? Oh, you. Hey, do you want to sleep outside tonight? Come on, eat it. Come on. Boss. Come on. Come on. Come on. Are there rattlesnakes there? I cannot express how much I hope there isn't. I really hope for the sake of Scotland's ecosystem that there are no rattlesnakes. But I would say the answer to that is probably with about a 99.99999% certainty that there are not. We have adders, but that's about it. Cards. Oh, we got another milestone on the old biscuit front. They love going on stinky dead stuff. Yeah, there was nothing actually there. It was probably, do you know what it was probably? It was probably like a um, dead mouse or something like that that's been scared away by our pack. As in, whatever was eating it has been scared away by our pack. Some bird that been pecking it, and then we've arrived, and then it's flown off, and then left the body behind. I, we're just getting some rain here, folks. So I'm gonna wrap this up because we're about to get I think we're about to get a fairly substantial downpour. As you can see, I'm in the old t-shirt. In fact, even the screen now is getting a bit cloudy. So thank you to everyone tuning in for this bonus special with the big guys. They're all in great form, some fantastic questions, some great engagement from you, which I really appreciate. If you've enjoyed the stream and you enjoy what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. Join us again. We'll be live again tomorrow, and we'll, especially in the morning, we'll be out with the little guys. We'll hopefully be out with the big guys, and live again tomorrow. I'll do my very, very best. I can't promise, but we'll definitely be live with the little guys in the morning. So appreciate you tuning in. I hope it's been educational and fun and put a smile on your face and made you think about the puppies. They've loved it. They've loved being on camera, and I've loved entertaining you. So thank you so much. From me and the pack in Edinburgh, have a great afternoon, and we'll see you on the next session. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, guys. Well done.